I play Haley. She is one of the first characters that Maggie meets when she enters the new school. Maggie's the new girl in town, and Haley was that before, so they sort of have a little bond and a little connection through that mutual traumatic experience. Haley is like the fun friend that everyone kind of wants to have until they have it, and then they're like, oh, you're like actually a little too fun, a little too crazy. You need to tap the brakes. She's always looking for a party. She's always like looking to have fun and looking for the next thing to entertain her, which is so fun. And she just kind of says whatever's on her mind. She has no filter at all. If she's thinking it, she's gonna say it. If it offends someone, sorry. She's very fun to play. Chaz is sort of the crazy, like really, really out there partier, kind of like the boy version of Haley, but just a little more raunchy, a lot of boy jokes. And Darrell is sort of like the funny one, like kind of the class clown. And Andy is more of like the boy version of Maggie. He's a little more reserved. He's a little more quiet. I think that this like group of friends, they kind of like use Andy because he has a car. He's kind of the only one that drives, which is fine. So that dynamic is super interesting because you have all opposite ends of the spectrum with all of the kids in the friend group. Sue Ann cares. She doesn't really want them to drink and drive. She doesn't want them to get hurt. She doesn't want anything to happen to anybody else outside of the group. So she sort of invites them back to her house and is like, oh, you can come party at my place. It'll be totally safe. I'll keep the keys till I know you're sober, and then you can get home safely. And that was that for a little bit until Sue Ann starts feeding off of the attention and feeling like she's part of the group and part of the young ones, and that need just sort of keeps growing until the group of 5 isn't really enough to fill her anymore. So she starts throwing these elaborate parties and saying, invite all your friends, invite anyone you want, I'll buy alcohol for anybody who wants it. But she keeps coming back to the core 5. For some reason, she needs the validation from the core 5 that she just stops getting because she's crazy. I am so excited for everyone to see her like this. She's never done anything like this before. And so I think it's gonna be so exciting and leave people so confused because, you know, Tate always says, like, she's always like, oh, this sweet or this, and to see her in this role is gonna be such a shock for a lot of people. And I'm so excited for the reactions. She's incredible and the nicest human. You could not have asked for a better lead. She's fantastic. Sets such a great tone for everyone. Puts everyone in the best mood from the second she shows up.